I'm gonna walk you guys through what's going on with GameStop, AMC, Siri, and DJT as always. I know there's a few people reach out to me. They are curious about DJT, and I'll start with DJT. So I do think that the DJT is kind of going through this final phase where we are kind of going through the gap up area. So we hit all the final marks, as you can see. What we actually have gone through for the last couple weeks after the election. We went through this whole rally, dip, and then jump up, pull back. So we went through all this kind of different waves here, and then we went through this third wave, which we noticed that what happened here. This area, which it created in mid-November after election, and the algos start to kick in really fast. So now we are going through this third wave, and just kind of going through the last phase, in my opinion. None of this financial advice, so just this is just my analysis based on the fractals and stuff. So yeah, I was expecting to see a little pullback, which what happened here, and then it needs to create this small bump before it gap up. So I think it's kind of making a small bump already, and then I think the final confirmation will be this start pushing up to a $31 level, 31 to 25 or 6 level, and I think that's when the gap up phase is reached. So I think it's possible that we could see a possible gap up or some sort of announcement from DJT, maybe at market close today, or maybe tomorrow pre-market. So I think DJT already reached all those points, all the waves, and DJT is also, in my opinion, is about to run fairly soon. So but depending on how they want to drag this down, this algo, but I personally don't think it's gonna drag too much. But yeah, I think we are just very close to the final gap up area. Let's take a look at Siri just really quick. So yeah, I do think that Siri is tracking very well. We're just going through a pretty heavy accumulation here. And then I was expecting to hit this area, $26.67 this area by end of this week, but it seems like it already hit this mark yesterday, and it started dropping. So it's slightly pushing up pretty fast this level. And in 15 minutes, I noticed that there are gaps here that they left, which they're gonna come back and fill, in my opinion, after after once this is all pullback is complete. It's possible we're gonna see when it start to move upside again. I think they're gonna start to come up to fill this $26.68 gap, and $27 gap is also open, I think. So these two gaps are open. So I think these gaps will be filled once you start to going for the next wave, which will happen, I think, in my opinion, in January, end of December through end of January. So that's Siri. So I'll still wait for the final pullback until this level, which is around $24.47, something around this level. I don't know if there's any gap, but I don't know if there's any gap to fill. But yeah, I mean, based on the fractal, I think it's possible we could see some pullback. So let's see by FOMC meeting. We have a FOMC meeting coming up December I think 13 or something, mid of December, or 18 or something. So yeah, somewhere there, 18 or 11, there's a FOMC meeting. So I expect Siri pullback before that. Let's just have a look just in case. Okay, December 18th. So I think, yeah, there will be some pullback before then. So around that time, yeah, I think a lot of things will be pullback. Not only just Siri, but I think once GameStop AMC reach to the top, in my opinion, by next week. And then everything will pull back by this time. So even I think crypto is pulling back. As I mentioned in my previous post, I think I did point this out that Bitcoin is kind of tracking very similar to 2020 August, and then it's when you look at this whole picture that I kind of got here, very interestingly, it's mimicking very similar movement, and then if it does, I was expecting some pullback, which is happening right now. So yeah, Bitcoin is falling. I think there's potential to push down maybe a little more, as a whole meme basket stock will about to rip next week, and I think there's one more flash coming out, coming out very soon, next year February. I personally don't know if they're gonna match this algo or something's gonna happen here, somewhere in February to March. If they decide to mimic this algo, there might be some sort of event, so I'll probably have to look out for that. But when you look at XRP also, or Doge, I know there are people who play this kind of stuff. Yeah, I do think it's slowly all pulling back here. Doge is also same thing. Doge is slowly pulling back. I think next week it will maybe have a flush out, maybe like just flush a little bit, drop a little bit more. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening from the crypto market. Let's have a look at GameStop. I mean, GameStop, we had some nice rally, about how many, like about like more than 5%. And now there's some pullback right there. Yeah, almost 7%, 8%. There's a pullback. Now it starts to bounce back up. So just to kind of show you where the area is at, it seems like we are kind of tracking this area where there's a May 13 level here. So when you have a look at this one, so yeah, I was expecting this thing happen right there, and then pushing up to the upside, all the things by today. But I think the algorithm is, overall, it's fairly slow right now. So I think we could see this kind of upside tomorrow, by Wednesday. And then I'm gonna talk about AMC with this one too. I think there's some of the correlation. I know there's some people kind of say like, yeah, AMC can be trash, but I think it's just that AMC is kind of have a different algo than GameStop. Like GameStop is much easier to track. It has that nice momentum, but otherwise, but the AMC part, it's just it has just different algo. It's just AMC has a different algo. It's just a little bit hard to track, but I did find some of the pattern that are very similar to 2021 January or cost July. So I will show you after this one. So so depending on how speed the algo is gonna be, we actually went through this kind of May 13. So everything happened in May 13, right? So all this happened in May 13, and then this level, we were just kind of like pushing through this upside. So I do think that it's possible that we could see this maybe tomorrow, or after hour, something like that. So let's see if that will happen tomorrow or after hours. So we're gonna slowly pushing this thing upside. Yeah. You guys can hear me, right? Okay, perfect. That's good. So yeah, let's see how much also this price will push out. Based on this fractal here, this can hit up to $37. If that happens, I think yeah, there will be also pullback, right? So let's see, if this algo will play out, either after hours or tomorrow pre-markets. Yeah, something will push this algo. And then pullback on Wednesday. Thursday is the Thursday is kind of, what do you call it, like Thanksgiving, so it's holiday. So therefore, I don't think there's not much happening on Friday. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here, between Wednesday and Friday. And Monday, we could see some of the upside here. So I think potentially the final peak will be around next week, next Tuesday. And yeah, I mean, some people, talks about this can hit like even over $80 or something like that, but I personally don't know how much this will go. But based on my fractal, it's around $50. So I think that's kind of where I'm looking at here. And AMC is also kind of difficult one to track, but I do think that it's either going through this the seed phase before the final squeeze. So AMC, when you look at May, what happened May, AMC has some sort of like a move where like they kind of pop by at the end of the cycle, right? The squeeze cycle. So they do this kind of whole accumulations and bring the price ups and down, and but AMC, when it start to explode, I think it's going to be explode really big. So yeah, so when you compare it with a cost, for example, so on the left is AMC and this is cost. So I've been kind of tracking between this one and this one, and then January 2021, and then I'll just kind of wanted to share this with you to kind of make you just to make a judgment to see how the tracking is going with this one. So this so I just kind of put this one fractal here, which what happened here on the rises cost. This happened in July. So I think this is happened here in A box here, which what happened here. It dragged out pretty long, and after that it created a B box, which is we saw there was a pop and then pullback, right? So it's kind of similar pattern up there. There was a push up, pull down, and then create this kind of box shape, which what happened here. Yeah, this one. So it was moving like this, and then pull back, push back up, and then go down, go up, and then come down again. So it has a kind of similar move of making this one A and this one as a B, and then after that we go through the C box, which is this phase, right? So we're going through this level, and then now we're kind of going through this kind of pullback area. So I think we're just kind of going through that phase right now. So I think yeah, it's the same time when I think GameStop will squeeze. So I think this is gonna, yeah, I do think it's unfortunately I was expecting this week, but algo is fairly slow this week, so I think it's gonna drag out to next week, and we're just kind of going through this phase where like going ups and down, and we're just going through a little bit of a pullback phase. So if GameStop pop as I expected tomorrow, up to $37 or $38 level, AMC should pop too, which in this chart we could see maybe break the $5 mark, and then after that GameStop will pull back. At the same time AMC will have a same pullback. So I think it's mimicking similar pattern here, but then AMC is kind of holding this $5 level until hitting this final squeeze phase, and then yeah, I think once hit the final squeeze phase, I think this will hit the I was really just trying to figure out if this will hit the hit this $17 $18 gap, or will this just hit the $12 gap. Yeah, I'm still I don't know, it's really depending on I think GameStop at this point, because it's all connected. So if GameStop has explosive upside next week, I think AMC will follow anyway. So but for now, based on the fractal and how it's moving so far, I think it's possible we could fill this $12 area and leave this $17 to $18 gap, but who knows if this will be filled. So that one I don't know for how things gonna happen, but at least this $12 gap I think will be filled for the next run, and then pullback happen after that until next squeeze phase, which is gonna happen possibly somewhere between June or July, and then the next squeeze happens. So yeah, I have to be I have to continuously watch out the how the move is gonna be, and then just watch out the top. But yeah, just I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative about the gap. So yeah, we'll see. So that's the comparison between AMC, Korean AMC with the cost July, and then now I'll have another one that is similar to what's going on right now, which will happen here also 2021 January. I think there's a bit of a similarity that I found that. Let me just kind of bring this one up here. So this is cost. This one, the blue one is cost. I'm just gonna bring the color down a little bit. All right, there you go. So yeah, so this is the second comparison between 2021 fractal and then Korean chart now. Since it's been dragging out a little bit, I wanted to kind of bring this one to see if this is kind of tracking the 2021 January, and then I just kind of see if this fractal is kind of similar to this one. I mean, you guys kind of make a decision, but I think there's a bit of a similarity there. As you can see, there's a so if you just look at the chart, this thing happened here. It's just going a little bit upside, slowly, and then start to pushing upside, right, like that, which we have a similar movement here. Same thing, the bottoms are kind of moving up and then start to pushing up, right. Now there's a pulling back phase where I think what's happening here. So there's a bit of a similarity in terms of AMC 2021 before the squeeze happened. So yeah, I think if it is mimicking this one, we could see a push back up, push upside, $5 level. Let's see if this one. Let's see. Yeah. So tomorrow, GameStop will push upside here, right? So like I said, that's the only algo left from this level. So it's either gonna happen at after market close, or this will happen maybe tomorrow, right? Pre-market. So AMC, if it is let's say mimicking the 2021 algo, January algo, then same time AMC could push this thing up to over $5 level, which is same thing, same thing happened to GameStop. So yeah, I think it might be this one, right? I think, let's see, right? So if AMC push this thing through a $5, right, from this level, I think it's kind of mimicking the bull flag here, right? This, like, basically this is like a stretched version of this one. So if that happened, I do think that this thing could push up to the $5.65 this level. We could see that. And then one more thing that we wanted to look out for is are they gonna make a gap here, right? So this is the kind of thing that we wanted to look out for, which is this part. So let's see, right? Once we hit that, once we hit this area, that will be the final confirmation that we're gonna, see that price after this, and then Friday, maybe this will be this area will be stretched out as well, right? Because we have a Thanksgiving holiday, and then there will be another one. I mean, the Friday will be the short day anyway. So I think, yeah, we could see this type of move by Monday and Tuesday, in my opinion. And I know there's some people who predict that Tuesday might be the pick. So yeah, let's see, right? So yeah, this level, yeah, I think this could hit around this $9.60 or somewhere in the $10 mark. So depending on how GameStop push this thing, I think that will depending on what the maximum price for the AMC. So so that's based on January 2021. So I don't know. What would you say? Would you say cost July is more likely current AMC is kind of tracking, or do you think 2021 January AMC is one that is tracking? So yeah, you guys kind of make the analysis and see which one works. So I mean, I personally think that it's possibility that we could we are tracking this, maybe this 2021 January, but yeah, let's see. It's the perfect, it's a right time when the GameStop push, AMC push at the same time, so I think it makes sense. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So but yeah, thanks for everybody for tuning in, and then I'll probably do another update tomorrow, depending on the how the price move. But I'd love to see the first confirmation, which what I said, let's say for AMC to up to this $5, more than $5, maybe push up to 560, 570 marks. I need to see that confirmation. I'd love to see that. Like this one, 2021, what happened here. So I like to see that. And then for GameStop, I like to see if GameStop can push up to $36 level. So yeah, let's see tomorrow how this plays out. But I think it's tracking. GameStop is tracking very similar to May, by the way. So I think GameStop is doing really well. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. And then I'll probably post this one on my YouTube channel, on my U-Mergency. So if anyone who's interested in my new channel, feel free to join my new channel. So I'll probably do a live stream time to time there too. So yeah, I did a live stream yesterday. I guess there's people watch this one, yeah, so quite a bit. So yeah, thanks for watching, and then I'll keep you guys posted tomorrow as well. All right, thank you, have a good one, bye.